LaMelo Ball is currently one of the best players in the NBA, but despite his obvious talent, fans still have mixed opinions about him. He was selected by the Hornets with a third overall pick of the 2020 NBA Draft. Ball was voted the NBA Rookie of the Year in 2021 and named an NBA All-Star a year later in 2022. But going into his fifth season with the Charlotte Hornets, just how good is LaMelo Ball? In this video, we are going to do a deep dive into his life, strengths, weaknesses, and every other important information about this interesting player. Ensure you watch this video till the end to get the full gist, because it is going to be epic. The truth is that he is a player capable of winning a game on his own without anyone's help. To actually talk about a single clutch performance from LaMelo Ball is not a real representation of facts. But we have to choose from a long list of impressive displays by him since he joined the NBA. Let's talk about his performance against the Boston Celtics. The Charlotte Hornets secured an important victory against the Boston Celtics, claiming a 128-118 win for their second consecutive triumph. Once again, LaMelo Ball delivered an outstanding performance, showcasing that he is the future player for the Hornets. But that doesn't tell the full story. Crunched for time and in need of a score to force overtime, the Charlotte Hornets' electric floor general works his magic, matching physicality with grace to free himself for an inbounds pass and then a hanging, two-handed banker in traffic over a pair of respected Boston Celtics defenders. Unbothered by a matchup against a top-5 defense, Ball put a stamp on one of the best games of his career, helping Charlotte overcome a 9-point deficit with 3 minutes to go. Playing his role as architect, the All-Star guard put in 36 points, 9 rebounds, 8 assists, 2 steals, a block, and 5 triples in the upset victory. LaMelo Ball is a great player, but he struggles at the rim, landing in the 10th percentile among starters, showing an area that needs improvement. Can he be an elite guard without elite finishing at the rim? The bright side, his playmaking remains elite, keeping the Hornets competitive. But if his finishing doesn't improve and his floater starts to come and go, his scoring efficiency could drop into below average territory very quickly. He can be overly aggressive, leading to fouls or getting beaten off the dribble by quicker guards. His positioning and footwork can sometimes leave him vulnerable. His slender build can make it challenging for him to defend against stronger players, particularly in the post. Injuries remain a thorn in LaMelo's side, posing challenges not just to his season, but also to his eligibility for all NBA honors. With 5 games already missed, he's only allowed 12 more absences to meet the league's 65-game minimum. While the current rest week offers optimism, the Hornets season hangs on his ability to stay on the court. Overall, his mindset has been questioned at times, especially with the constant drama around his family. If he can improve all these areas of weakness, he might become a Hall of Fame player in the NBA because he is extremely talented. LaMelo Ball was born to former basketball players LeVar and Tina Ball in Anaheim, California. When he was just learning to walk, LeVar started teaching him how to play basketball, along with his older siblings Lonzo and LiAngelo. Ball began high school at Chino Hills High School in Chino Hills, California, where he won a state championship and achieved national success as a freshman with his older brothers Lonzo and LiAngelo. In his first game, Ball scored 27 points as a starter. On March 5, 2016, he scored 26 points in a win over Sierra Canyon School for the CIF Southern Section Open Division title. Later in the month, Ball helped his team capture the CIF Open Division State Championship, recording 14 points in the title game against De La Salle High School. Chino Hills finished the season with a 35-0 record and claimed the mythical national championship. Ball averaged 16.4 points and 3.8 assists per game and shared Max Prepp's National Freshman of the Year honors with his teammate Onyeka Okongwu. In his sophomore year, on February 7th, Ball scored 92 points in a win over Los Osos High School, the second most single-game points in California high school history. But was criticized by analysts for cherry-picking, as he often waited near half-court to get an open shot on his next possession instead of defending. Ball ended the season averaging 26.7 points and almost 10 assists per game, earning Max Prepp's sophomore All-American first-team recognition. Before his junior season, a coaching dispute prompted him to leave Chino Hills and sign with Lithuanian professional team Priunai. So he became homeschooled by his father. Ball's college story is different from many people's stories. Ball verbally committed to play college basketball for UCLA at age 13 before starting high school, becoming the third of his brothers to commit to the school. The 2017 release of Ball's Melo Ball 1 signature shoe by Big Baller Brand, his family's sports apparel company, threatened his eligibility under the National Collegiate Athletic Association, NCAA. Ball's father ignored the concerns and considered having his son skip college for that reason. Ball's signing of an agent and his professional experience further imperiled his NCAA eligibility, so he went to Australia in 2019. He played with the Illawarra Hawks for one season in the Australian NBL, where he won Rookie of the Year honors for his outstanding campaign, which saw him average 17 points, 7.4 rebounds, and 6.8 assists per game through 12 games. The Charlotte Hornets picked him third overall after he declared for the NBA draft in 2020 and played for the Hornets till now as a point guard. You could tell he was going to be good in the NBA from how he has matured as a player and improved on both ends of the court, but he has performed even better than expected. Unlike his brother Lonzo, whose rookie season was a bit underwhelming, and he played high school basketball alongside his other brother LiAngelo at Chino Hills in what became an iconic high school basketball team in America, LaMelo stood out. After an up-and-down preseason, he began the regular season coming off the bench. Ball made his debut on December 23, 2020, going scoreless along with 1 rebound, 3 assists, and 2 steals in 16 minutes in a 121-114 loss to the Cleveland Cavaliers. Ball and Lonzo played in their first regulation game against each other at any level. Ball helped rally the Hornets from an 18-point deficit to a 118-110 win. He narrowly missed a triple-double with 12 points, 10 rebounds, and 9 assists. The third overall pick in the draft by Charlotte, Ball filled up the score sheet with 15.7 points per game, 6.1 assists, 5.9 rebounds, and 1.6 steals. A wrist injury limited him to only 51 games, 31 starts. Coming back from a fractured right wrist in late March that cost him 21 games gave him a boost, one that benefited the team as well, he said. He finished with 15 points, 6 assists, and 5.7 rebounds per game over the Hornets' final 11 games, as they finished 10th in the Eastern Conference and qualified for the play-in game. Overall, Ball silenced critics who questioned his long-range ability, connecting on 35.2% of his three-point attempts. Ball continued his impressive displays in the NBA in his sophomore year. In the Hornets' 2021-22 season opener, Ball matched his career-high 7 three-pointers while putting up 31 points, 9 rebounds, and 7 assists in a 123-122 win over the Indiana Pacers. He followed that up with 11 points and a career-high 14 assists in a 97-87 win over the Washington Wizards. On February 2, 2022, Ball recorded a then-career-high 38 points, along with 9 assists and 5 rebounds in a 113-107 loss to the Boston Celtics. Finally, on February 7th, Ball was named to his first NBA All-Star game as an injury replacement for Kevin Durant. Ahead of the 2022-23 NBA season, Ball changed his jersey number from the number 2 to the number 1. The change in jersey number must have been a magic potion because Ball recorded 30 points, 6 rebounds, and a career-high tying 15 assists in a 144-138 win over the Atlanta Hawks. He also became the first player in Hornets history to record at least 30 points, 5 rebounds, and 15 assists in a game. But Ball's heroics didn't stop there. On February 16th, Ball had 28 points, 10 assists, and a season-high 12 rebounds in a 120-110 win over the San Antonio Spurs. He became the second youngest player in NBA history to reach 1,000 points, 1,000 rebounds, and 1,000 assists in his career, behind only LeBron James. But things quickly took a dark turn for Ball. He suffered a non-contact right ankle injury during a 117-106 win over the Detroit Pistons. After the game, the Hornets announced that he had fractured his ankle and was ruled out indefinitely. However, he still got a contract extension with the Hornets, which he signed on July 6, 2023. He celebrated it with a triple-double, scoring 30 points, 13 assists, and 10 rebounds in a 124-118 loss to the Dallas Mavericks. This season, Ball has continued from where he left off. Ball put up 34 points, 8 rebounds, and 11 assists in a 110-105 win over the Houston Rockets. Ball also became the first player in Hornets franchise history to drop at least 30 points and 10 assists in a season-opening game. He put up a career-high 50 points, 5 rebounds, and 10 assists in a 125-119 loss to the Milwaukee Bucks. He became the third youngest player in NBA history to score 50. Ball followed up his 50-point performance against the Bucks by scoring 44 points in his very next game against the Orlando Magic in a 95-84 loss. Ball registered 27 points, 11 out of 21 field goals, 2 out of 9 3-points, and 3 out of 3 free throws, 6 rebounds, 9 assists, and 3 blocks across 39 minutes during Wednesday's 117-112 victory over Utah. Ball was 1 assist shy of recording his third straight double-double in Wednesday's win. While the star guard also tallied a season-high 3 blocks, he continued to struggle with his outside shot. Across Ball's last 5 outings, he is converting just 28.8% of his 13.2 three-point attempts per contest. So far this season, he has averaged 29 points, 5.4 rebounds, and 7.4 assists per game, which puts up there with the best in the NBA this season. Overall, LaMelo Ball is an excellent player capable of producing consistent moments of magic. However, he needs to find a way to avoid injuries. So, what do you think of LaMelo Ball? The next big thing or not? Tell us in the comments below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel to learn more about future NBA stars.